Understanding description versus prescription. What is description? Description in scripture simply reports what happened, like I said before. Some people read about the actions of the Bible, events of the Bible, and characters and assume that because it is written, it must be right. Bible description versus prescription. I want to start by saying there is a difference between what the Bible describes and what it prescribes. Description of a behavior in the Bible does not always mean prescription. Description tells us what happened, while prescription tells us what we should do. If you go to the doctor, the first thing the doctor is going to ask you is how you feeling, and you begin to describe how you're feeling to the doctor. Is that correct? I have pain on my lower abdomen, I have pain on my wrist, and based on what you've said to the doctor, they're going to do diagnosis, and after that they'll give you what? Prescription. So description tells us what happened, while prescription tells us what we should do. A lot of people have confused description for prescription. Some people read about the actions of the Bible, events of the Bible, and characters and assume that because it is written, it must be right. Somebody say not so. That something was recorded in the Bible does not make it automatically recommended or approved by God. The Bible is a very honest book that captured both the good, the bad, and the ugly. So if you're looking for the good, you find them there. If you're looking for the bad boys, you'll find them there. If you're looking for the ugly, you'll find them there. So if you want to look for scripture to justify anything you are doing, good or bad, you will find one there. It records everything, not to approve all behaviors, but to warn and teach us through them so that we can learn from them. Sometimes by emulation, that means we do what they did. Sometimes by avoidance, we avoid what they did. So our objective today is to understand the difference between description and prescription. Our second objective is to learn to interpret scripture accurately without confusing the failures of men for the will of God. Number 3, to draw life application lessons from the scripture without misapplying them. And number 4, to strengthen discernment in reading and interpreting the scripture. Now, the first thing I want us to address is understanding description versus prescription. What is description? Description in scripture simply reports what happened, like I said before. The thoughts, actions, and outcome of people in history. It does not automatically mean God approves it. For example, the Bible describes David's adultery with Bathsheba and the death of Uriah. If you look at 2 Samuel chapter 11 and 12, you find the story there. It described it. God recorded it. God never condoned it. A story is not prescriptive, it is descriptive. So you don't say because David slept with another man's wife and it is captured in the Bible, you go do the same thing. It is not a prescription, it's a description of an event that happened. It is not an example to follow, but a warning against unchecked desires. That means it's not everything that the eyes see that we should want. Just because David was called a man after God's heart doesn't mean his actions were approved by God. God punished David severely for that act, even though he was called who? A man after God's heart.